Hi guys, it is a week before Thanksgiving. I cannot believe how quickly it has come. So next week will be Thanksgiving, so I thought it would be a good idea this week to draw a turkey. So we're going to have fun with our turkeys today. What we'll need is a piece of paper and something to write with. Of course, Mrs. Holsapple always uses a black marker. I think you probably should use a pencil. That way, if you would like to erase, then you are able to. But it's up to you. Just be prepared for some beautiful oopses if you use a pen or a marker, something like that. So you'll just work with what you have. Remember, sometimes those are the best art pieces that we make. So let's begin. Turn the page. Hopefully everybody can see it. And then here's the top and the bottom. All right, first thing we're going to do in the middle of our page, we are going to draw the turkey eyes. So 2 big circles, 1, 2. There are our eyes in the middle of our page. And then we'll make the pupils. Inside our pupils, I'm going to make 2 little pupils. Well, actually, I'm going to color in my pupils. So you can color these in if you'd like to. If you don't want to, that's up to you. Just color them right in. Shouldn't take any time at all. All right. Next, we are going to make his beak. Now, his beak is not just going to be a triangle. We are going to make his beak a diamond. So, it's going to be kind of like a triangle, though. So, at the middle of our eyes, do a line to the side and another line to the side, kind of like a triangle. But we are going to make, if you'd like to turn your page, the exact same thing on top of this, or if you don't just angle line down and bring them together at an angle line down. And so there is his nose. All right, next we are going to make his gobbler. So it's kind of like an S shape. So go around, we'll come back around. So you just kind of make an S if you'd like and stop, and then you can come back to the side of the triangle or the side of the diamond at the top and just S around again. So just like that. Now we are done with the turkey's face. Now to make his head, it's going to be an upside down U. So you can again turn your paper upside down and make a U around his face. Or if you'd like to leave it just like this, you could, it's like an upside down smile. So start here about the bottom of the gobbler and go up, go around and back down. Now we have a head for our turkey. Just one more time, go all the way up, curve around, go back down, and stop again about the same distance, because now we need to make our turkey a body. And so the first is kind of like a C. I'll come down, just a small C. Don't go all the way down. I'll wait until we'll come over here and do like a backward C. Same thing. Or just a small arch around, and then we'll join them straight line at the bottom. Oops, my straight line didn't. You'll just match those up. That's okay. For some reason, Miss Holsapple has at an angle a hard time matching lines up. Next, we're going to give him some feet. So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of my page. One straight line. And again, another straight line to the bottom of her page. And then an angled line right towards the bottom, kind of triangled around. The same thing on the other side, just kind of triangle around the straight line down. Then our turkey needs a tummy. So I'm just going to do a big circle. This will also give space for us to have more pattern. We can make pattern in our tummy if we would like. Next, our turkey will need feathers. So at the top, on the side of his head, we're going to do a small arch up. And do the same thing on the other side. Again, if you need to pause the video, if Miss Holsapple is going too fast, feel free to pause the video. If you're doing fine and you're ready to move on, then we'll move on to the next feather. So the next feather up here right by the other feather, we're going to arch over. Now, Mrs. Holsapple wasn't able to connect it because I ran out of space at the top. But if I did, I would come all the way up and to a point and I would join them. That's what I'll do here at this. So remember Mrs. Holsapple in class, how she told you the way to space how far to put the feathers is about 2 fingers. Now, if you're my K through 1st grade, you'll probably use 3 fingers to separate them. So just angled line and bring them together at a point. Same thing on the other side. Again, if Miss Holsapple is going too fast, you are more than welcome to pause the video. Mrs. Holsapple has a little bit bigger finger, so I'll space them 2 fingers apart. And last but not least, I'm going to do one more feather. And I'll come down. And I ran out of space, so I wasn't able to point him. That's okay. However it happens. All right, same thing on the other side. We're going to angle. And then come back over. Smile right back up to a point. And again, right beside the other feather. Angle. And a smile to connect them. About 2 fingers apart. That's probably a little bit more than 2 fingers apart, but that's okay. And again, about 2, 3 fingers apart. We're going to finish it up. And then down at the bottom to finish it up. Now, there is my first round of feathers. What happened is Mrs. Holsapple's turkey isn't completely in the center, right? Hers is a little off. So that's why her feathers over here weren't on the page. That's okay. I should have probably had my eyes a little bit over. So I misjudged the center at my angle. So the next thing we're going to do is the back feathers. So right up here at the top of, don't make the dot. I'm just kind of showing you up here at the top of my feather. I'm going to kind of arch around. And then over here, just kind of back feathers, the window feathers. They're peeking through the window. So right about here at the top, I'm going to arch, kind of half smiles and arch around. Same thing here. Again, if you need to pause, Miss Holsapple's going too fast, feel free to do that. And again, up here, I'll arch around. And we'll do right up here. And again, here in the back. All right, there are all our feathers. We are all set. Now, if you would like to disguise your turkey and make him something that nobody would recognize, and then he might not get caught for turkey dinner, you can make him a doctor. You could make him a firefighter. You can make him a clown. You can come up with some kind of imaginative way of disguising your turkey. But if you would like to just do patterns like Miss Holsapple showed you in class, you are more than welcome to do that. So one of the things that Mrs. Holsapple did is she did the little swirls, which I do straight line up and swirl over. And over here, I did the same pattern on this feather across from it. So, and straight line up and straight line up and swirl over, kind of like I was going to make a circle, but I'm swirling. And one more time. Now you notice a 3, but that was a smaller feather, right? Next, I think I'm just going to do the straight line across, and then I'm going to diagonal lines on either side, kind of making it look kind of feather-like, right? These are Mrs. Holsapple's idea. You can use them, or you can use your own. You come up with whatever you'd like to do. So I'm going to match these up again. And again, you are more than welcome to color it. You can disguise it. You can use these patterns, whatever you have available to you, or whatever you feel like doing. But make sure that you definitely post these so Mrs. Holsapple can see it, because she absolutely loves seeing your artwork. So I think I'm going to do polka dots. I'm going to do big dots. And this one, Miss Holsapple loves big circles and little circles and all kinds of circles. Her favorite shape. Oh yeah. So one more circle, and then I'll come over to the other feather and do the exact same thing. All kinds of circles, because Mrs. Holsapple loves circles. They are so fun to make. And they come in all different shapes and sizes. And one of the reasons she loves them so much is because she loves bubbles. Now, I think in the last one here at the top, I think I'm going to leave my back ones without pattern. That way, if I colored it, I could just color it just to color. And if I leave it just like this, I just like the back ones kind of to be in the background, just like that. So I think I'm going to do some swirls. Just swirls like that. They're kind of like this, but different. So all kinds of different swirls for Mrs. Holsapple. I kind of like swirls a lot too, because they're kind of like circles. I like the swirls. They are fun to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's good. Next, I think I'm going to do checkered mark tummy. Doing all kinds of different patterns. Now again, you can do zigzag patterns, you can do dash patterns, you could do whatever you'd like to do. Maybe you just like to do lines. I'm going to do check marks. That's another one of Mrs. Holsapple's favorite patterns. So there is Mrs. Holsapple's turkey. And another fun thing to do is name our turkey. What can I name my turkey? Let me see. I think I will name it Mr. Tom. So he'll be a boy, and his name will be I'll name him Mr. Thomas. Oh, I got a hole in the paper. Us around. So, Mr. Thomas. That will be Mrs. Holsapple. So maybe you will name your turkey too. Whatever you do, I would like you to have lots of fun with designing your turkey. Again, you can do whatever you'd like to do. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I wanted to disguise my turkey, so I made him a pirate turkey. So look what I'm going to do. You think anybody will recognize him if he's a pirate turkey? I could probably add a few other things. Maybe he's a pirate turkey, and I love bow ties. So I'm going to add a bow tie to Mr. Thomas. There we go. There's Mr. Thomas's bow tie. Now he's a pirate with a bow tie. Now maybe nobody will recognize him and cook him for Thanksgiving meal. Maybe he needs some eyebrows, because have you ever seen a turkey with eyebrows? I surely haven't. So maybe that's not a turkey. So maybe he will come to Thanksgiving instead of be Thanksgiving. Ha 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 ha. All right. Now it's up to you guys. What could you come up with? Again, maybe he could be a clown, or maybe he could be a firefighter. Whatever you come up with, I cannot wait to see. So make sure that you post it. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.